Okay, today's video is going to be a circle easel card, and I have one right here that I made. It folds down like this, and it goes into an envelope, and then it gets held up like that, and it looks a little bit like that. Okay, this video is to show you how to use a circle die. So what you need to do first is take a set of your circles and I took the biggest one that I had, which is, I don't know, somewhere around 4 inches. And I took a piece of cardstock and folded it in half. And as long as the cardstock is big enough or wide enough to fit the circle, that's all that matters. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to leave a little bit of a gap right there, and that's where the card is going to fold. And then I just have some purple tape that I'm using to tape down. And then I'm going to run it through. And that makes a little card. Okay, I'll put this aside. Okay, so here's another one that I did earlier. That this is the color I like better. Okay, so what I did is, what you can do now is with your nested circles, take a die, cut a smaller circle, one that's like a little bit smaller than this, and to put it in the middle there. I have a couple, one that's like this, that's the one that I'm going to use for the inside. But what I did is I also have a flower one. So I die cut the flower and laid it on and die cut the smaller one and the smaller one so that it would be layered on top like that. So that's what I'm going to put on the top of it. But first, before I do that, I'm going to fold this top in half so that it meets the other side, and then I'm going to use my bone folder to burnish it down. And this is what's going to allow it to hold up as an easel card. Okay. So now I'm going to put this decoration on the front of the card. But I'm going to, what I did was I should have done, you really should only put the adhesive on the lower bottom portion, because that's the portion that you're going to stick on, so that the rest of it will stand up. Okay, and then I'm going to die cut a circle, a smaller circle that will go on the inside, and I'm going to die cut that from some white paper. So I'm just got a piece of white paper there, and I have my circle. Sorry about that. I have my circle. And I'm going to put my sandwich on and put it through. So there is my smaller circle for the inside. So it's going to go like this in here. So I also have a punch, a scallop punch. So if you have some punches, or if you have some dies that have even smaller scallops or smaller circles, that's what I did to put on the inside. And I had a stamp that had a little party message there. So I'm going to put it down to the lower part of it. I'm not going to center it in the middle, because I want it to be lower, because the easel part of the card has to fold up there. So I'm going to put it towards the bottom. So, and then what you do is you take some foam squares. If I can find my foam squares. Okay, and then I'm going to put a couple of foam squares on the back of this. And then I'm going to put it kind of towards the bottom, and then it will hold it like that. Now you can put some more decoration on the front, or if you want to put another message there. I'm just going to leave it like that for now because we're just, this is just to show you how to do it. And now what I'm going to show you how to do is make a little envelope for it. So when you cut the circle for the circle card, you should cut 4 more, two of 2 different colors, whatever coordinates with your pattern for the front of your card. So I cut 4 circles and then I folded them in half. I made this envelope earlier just to see how it worked, and it's a little worse for wear, but it worked okay. Okay. So it's the same size as the circle that you cut before. It should be the same size. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you take one piece, your top, whichever one you want to be on the tie, it doesn't really matter. And then you're going to line it up with the corners. And then you're going to put some glue there on the bottom there. I'm not doing all of it, I'm just doing some of it, just so you can see. And then I'm gluing that down like that, so the 2 corners meet, and then they can fold over when you press it down. Okay, so it looks like that. So then, because if I turn it over, and you can see that this is on the back of the yellow is on the back of the orange circle. So now I'm going to take the other yellow circle and I'm going to glue it to the front of the orange circle. And then I'm going to just put some in the corner here, and that's enough. And then I'm going to line it up where the fold lines are and fold them over so that it works. So now you have 3 pieces so far. Now the last piece is going to be tucked. So what you're going to do first is you're going to put some glue on the front of the last orange piece, or whatever color you're using. And then make those corners meet up and fold over. Make sure they all fold in nice together. And then what you're going to do is you're going to tuck the yellow in the back. Make sure that this side stays glued when you do that. You have to mess with it a little bit. Okay, so now this yellow gets tucked in the back. There it goes. Okay, so now, does it look the same? Let's see. Look at the 2 of them. I think they look the same. No, this one is supposed to, this one is supposed to go under. Oh, then when you want to close up the envelope, why is it coming out like that? Okay. Okay, when you want to close up the envelope, you're going to close one side, close this side, close that side, and then tuck the other one under, like that. Oh, mine came apart because I didn't put enough glue on it, but you get the idea. Anyway, it's supposed to look like this. So when you tuck it, this last one you tuck, you go in like that. Why am I having a hard time tucking it? There it goes. So you have to mess with it a little bit, but it kind of looks a little bit like a pinwheel. And the front will look like that. Now mine is not staying together because I didn't put enough glue down. And anyway, I used the cardstock I used for this was thinner. You should use thicker cardstock because it's not going to stay if you don't use thicker cardstock. So this one I made, and I'm going to put the one that I made earlier in it. Here it goes. Okay, well, I guess you could continue playing with it because obviously I'm not doing it correctly, but that's the way it should look. It should look like this on the inside, it should look like that on the outside, and then when you close it together, there it goes. I don't know why I couldn't do that before, but anyway, so that's how it closes. And it looks like this and like that. So that's it. This is my new one. This is the other one. Here they are together. Really cute. Okay, thanks for watching.